Hey, what's good, everybody? Happy Tuesday already. What a wild day. It started off like, yeah, not much is going to happen. If you follow the futures markets overnight, that was interesting. I'm actually going to put that on the screen for you just to show you. We don't talk a whole lot about the futures markets, but this is the Dow futures, down 850 points overnight. While you were sleeping, I was on my phone watching like crazy. It was so cool to watch. The level of activity in the overnight session typically is pretty quiet. Well, by the end of the day, the Dow had actually recovered all of the losses, gone back to positive, and then the Dow futures added 900 points on top of it. Unbelievable overall. So that's the futures market. That's not indicative of what the actual stock market did on the day. Let's take a look. We've got the Dow up 568, great recovery from the volatility we've seen. The S&P up 46, Nasdaq up 148. Here's the thing. On the chart here, we're going to put this red line. I've left it there. That's the beginning of the year. So from here, January 1st, well, 2nd, and it goes all the way. We look at this rally, and then collapse. So that gives you an idea going back. What does the market normally do as far as day to day? And what has the markets done? Incredible move there. Here's the thing. We're not done yet, okay? If you're having a little fun watching this market, a lot of volatility, nothing to really be scared of at the moment if you're a longer term investor. If you're a short term trader, then you've had some fun over the last couple days. I hope you were on the right side. Here's the thing. There's a lot still going on in Washington, and this market volatility has taken away from that. I'm not going to get into politic talk here too much, but we haven't focused on what's really going on in Washington. The big one being in just a few days, we've got a vote to raise the debt ceiling again, or are they going to do another continuing resolution, or are they finally going to come up with something? We haven't heard much at all. The media has been focused on other stuff, junk, really, garbage. So we haven't heard, have they come to an agreement? Are we working something out? Is there a big plan? All we know is they're bickering about these dumb things. So expect that that will continue to provide more volatility in the overall stock market. So we're not out of the woods yet. Once this calms down, the media and everybody else will go back to Washington and go, hey, wait a minute, is the government going to be open after Friday? Remember, Friday is the day. Let's talk about some stocks that were affecting your retirement investments today. Home Depot, very cool little move on Home Depot. One of your leaders in the Dow, if not the leader. I want to give you the exact answer there. If you're following along there, what can I give you? What can I give you? Come on. Home Depot's second best performer in the Dow, 4.3% on the day. Great recovery over the last couple days, and really they owe it all to Tesla. If we go look at Tesla here for a second, small up day, nothing really exciting there. Everybody's focused on that SpaceX rocket launch that just took off. That was pretty cool if you're out over in the Cape Canaveral area. Home Depot. So here's the deal. Tesla went to Home Depot and they said, hey, look, we need some help. Here's the deal. We've got this new solar product. We've got our whole offering, but we don't really have anywhere to offer it, right? So we want to use Home Depot stores to sort of sell our product and post our stuff right there in the store so people see it as they come to the stores. Home Depot said that's fine because if you look at our earnings, we've been struggling trying to fill up extra space in our stores with actual items that people want to buy. And so Home Depot said, we'll take a shot. Tesla, you got it. 800 store test. They're going to, well, that's not a test. That's kind of a commitment there. But they said, fine, 800 stores, you can have it there. And so Home Depot able to get 4.3% out of that. They needed it, right, in the short term there. Let's look at a name we don't normally talk about. And this one's interesting to me because it kind of runs close to home with what we do here at Jazz Wealth. The CBOE, the Chicago Board of Options Exchange. And what these guys do, well, I'll tell you, 25% of their business, you can see kind of what happened today with that stock, down 10%. 25% of their business comes from volatility products, their offerings in the volatility space. Well, that key word, you've heard the word volatility lately. You've seen some of the, this is not one of their products, but you've seen some of the activity, the sharp moves on this. If we go to the volatility or the VIX futures here, look at that move. Look at how sharp that move. Volatility obviously was out of control the other day. Well, here's the thing. The concern by a lot of people is that we're now going to be scared of volatility. Those products that you use to trade volatility, they're stupid anyways. To be honest with you, complete garbage, right? Unless you're trading in the shortest of time periods, they're garbage. Don't ever look at them. The people that use those products, though, the worry is that now they're going to be scared, right? Because these products moved so rapidly. You have margin calls. You have people that needed to liquidate their positions and because of losses. You have people that obviously wanted to get out. Maybe they had some good gains there. And it sort of really screwed everything up in the short term. It's kind of like when Bitcoin got really volatile. It scared a lot of people away. They'll eventually come back. But if the CBOE, their 25% of their income for the last half of last year, that's where their money came from. If people get scared of a product that accounts for 25% of their revenue, then you can understand why people think, oh no, the CBOE may not make as much money. People are now scared of this volatility. That was crazy. So the stock was down 10% today. Sorry, that was kind of a longer explanation there. Maybe not something we needed to go into, but you get what I'm saying. ExxonMobil suffering even more losses today. You know, oil didn't participate in the move today. ExxonMobil was down about 2%, getting very close to those August lows that we saw over the summertime. It's been sliding ever since earnings, now down over 13% since they kind of had that earnings miss going back there just a couple days. Here's the price of oil, so you can see it's still strong. It's just coming off of its highs. This is what I bet people wanted the stock market to do. Have a nice run higher and then start drifting your way down and take a break, not collapse. So oil-related products did suffer a little bit today. Nobody even noticed. I don't even think it was mentioned one time. I didn't watch like the news all day, but it's not a major headline. It just wasn't there. Nothing all that interesting. What else do I have for you here? Let's go to the S&P 500. Take a look real quick while I have you. TripAdvisor was the big performer today. Takeover chatter here. Takeover meaning maybe they get taken over, not that they're going to buy somebody. What happened, if you go back, if you're interested in reading this news, you can. I'm going to share a brief story about what happened. If you're interested, great. If not, we'll see you later. So TripAdvisor added a guy to their board of directors. We always want to pay attention to who they add to the board of directors, kind of like Weight Watchers adding Oprah Winfrey to their board of directors. That was a big deal. So they added this guy. It was like Koenig or Kang or something. I forget his name. They added him to the board of directors. He previously came from Expedia. He also has like 2.3 million shares now of TripAdvisor. The thought there is that they're starting to formulate this deal where maybe Expedia could take them out and kind of merge as one. So the thought here is behind the scenes, they're already working through that. What's it going to be like and how that's going to go? We don't know for sure, but somebody sure thinks that they know what's going to happen because as you can see on the screen there, the stock was up 15% on the day. That's your biggest gainer in the S&P. Your biggest loser was the CBOE. Not a very heavy weight on the S&P, obviously, because the S&P was pretty strong today. As far as earnings, we're now going to be able to get back to that. You're going to start seeing the media report on earnings. We've got Akamai. They may have come out already. This is kind of one that can be pretty volatile. Closed at 63.67. It did come out already. They're up at 67. So the stock's shooting higher initially on earnings. Not a big name, but you will see some of that stuff in there. NTGR is the other one I was thinking of. Netgear 67.40. And actually the stock is halted at the moment. So they must have just come out with earnings and it had a sharp move. No problem there. Hey, cool stock market today. Almost pretty sort of, exciting to see it come back. We'll see what happens from here. If you have a long time until you retire, we're basically just making up what we just started losing yesterday. If you have any questions, feel free to let us know. Go to jazzwealth.com, click chat with Jazz. I'll personally reach out and talk with you. Check out these videos above if you're interested in more retirement investments. And stay tuned. We're getting ready to do our Wine and Wealth series for our clients. We're going to get together similar to like what we're doing right here. And we're going to teach you stuff that you just don't get to see on YouTube and you don't get to learn anywhere. So stay tuned for that. I'll say it again. Be sure to watch these two videos up here if you're interested. And if you have an IRA, you're thinking about opening one, you're thinking about rolling over a 401k, you're going to love our Wine and Wealth series coming up. So we'll talk to you.